Okay, in this video, we're going to be showing examples of each of the 5 Ecstasy Glyphs. We'll be using the base Glyphs, not enhanced or elite. We'll be going over each of the 5. Check the description for timestamps if you want to jump to anyone in particular. And the description will also have a link to the Google workbook, which has, amongst other things, a lot of glyph information. So, alright, here we go. So the first one is Masochistic Delight. It is a tap glyph. You do not require a lock-on. You revel in ecstatic pain as you willingly inflict damage upon yourself and share the blissful agony with all nearby limbic entities. Radius is 5 meters, which is why you don't need a lock-on. But if you want to make sure you're close, you can always lock on to at least one of them. That, and by default, I'm usually locked on anyway. So it does cause you damage, so keep that in mind. But it's probably good for crowd control. We can go try it on these 3 here, but it does a lot of damage, so it's a choice. It's not bad for crowd control. Take a lot of damage. Alright, next one. Eager Embrace. Lock-on is required. It is also a tap. You traverse space at elated speed and embrace a targeted limbic entity, leaving it stunned with overwhelming euphoria. Go back to that one that was alive. So you can see it's grayed out in the bottom left because it requires a lock-on, so it's not until it's locked on that it becomes available. So there, it's stunned. It teleported you and it's stunned. Do it again. Teleports and it stuns. I did try to use it to cover the gap, that crevice gap that is in Plains of Mist, and it does not work as like a teleportation to cross over open vacant crevices. So it didn't work for that, but let's see if it works over like something like this. Yeah, it sort of took you around the side. You can see it sort of. Yeah. Alright, so there you go. So there is that one. And then obviously attack when you get there, but I want him alive for some other stuff. Alright, next. Oops, wrong button. Next is Gluttony. Now, Gluttony does say it's a deep yearning, discharges a vortex of ecstatic energy, which is true. But it also says drawing all limbic entities into melee range and stunning them upon arrival, and that is actually not accurate. If you've played with this at all, you'll notice that it repels anyone that's nearby. So we're going to play with this one. I'm going to go to that group of 6 on the back pathway, actually. Just like that. It repelled. So it's really good if you're getting overwhelmed and you're like just back off. It's really good for that. So like, oh my gosh, I'm surrounded. There's too many here. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? Do that. And it blows them all back. So it is opposite of what is written in the glyph, but is incredibly useful if you're just like overwhelmed and you need them to just like back off for a second. Okay, do it again. Just back off. Alright, so there's Gluttony. Let's see what we got. Okay, so the next one is Rapture. Rapturous energy swells around you and erupts in an embrace that damages all nearby limbic entities. So we'll do Rapture on the same group. Oh, and I forgot to mention, it is a charge mechanic, so we're going to have to hold it. There's 3 different damage levels based on how many ticks you hear, whether it's 1, 2, or 3, how charged it is. And then you watch on the ground, because there'll be like a white boundary circle around Remy. And as you charge it up from level 1, 2, or 3, that circle will increase in diameter. 2, 3. So you can see the circle. Of course, now they're all like so far away. All right, come here. I have to gather you together. Come here. Okay. So you can see the circle form, and it gets bigger on each charge. Circle forms. A little bit bigger. That one was a little more subtle, but you could still see it. Okay, I didn't even see it that time. I couldn't even see it that time. But you get the idea. The circle, the radius gets, the diameter gets much larger as you continually charge, and it'll damage everybody with inside. That's inside of it. Lastly, we've got Delirium. Acute delirium swells and grips limbic entities in front of you, eroding their stance. This is a tap mechanic. Lock-on is not required, so it means you can do it to like a group. And the radius is 10 meters. In fact, let me go get a group. Okay, let's wake these guys up. So lock-on's not required, but... So it's a nice little stun that just completely erodes their stance, depending on your level. Oh, that one missed. Okay, why are you missing? There we go. Unsure why that was missing, but let's see how long it lasts. I guess you're too close. If you're too close. Yeah, looks like you can be too close, so don't get too close. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So about 7 seconds. It's a nice little stun to sort of control the situation. Alright, so there you go. So there is Delirium, and that is the 5 Ecstasy glyphs. If you have a question about any of them, leave a comment, and I will do my best to answer them, and I hope that helps.